Hello everyone, happy Wednesday. We are going to be doing the Santa and Mrs. Claus. I think they're called the Stitched. I'm not sure exactly what they're called, but they are super duper cute. Let me look this up really quick and see, what did I call this? Let's see. Hello everyone. Let's see. What did I call this? I'm not sure. All right, it's loading. Hello, everybody. Oh, come on. What did I call it? Stitch. I think it's Stitch Mrs. Claus and Mr. Claus. Yes. Stitch Mrs. Claus and Stitch Mr. Claus. Or Santa Claus. And let's see. Let's see. I don't think I made this into a bundle. Bundles. Let me check. I didn't. So they're just individual. I will make them into a bundle, but they are just individuals. All right. Hello, hello. Hello, Angel. These are going to be super cute. All right, let me pull up my Facebook. And let's see, share, copy. All right, join me for a craft, sent. Okay, done. Alrighty. You got your crafty crate and it's adorable. I'm so glad. I love the crafty crate. I think it's so super cute. I cannot wait to craft it. But today we're going to be doing these two right here, and I will show you what they are. And you guys can hang out if you want to. All right, this is what we're doing today. These two right here. You can zoom in. Whoops, let me raise it up just a little bit. All right, scoot it down. And scoot this over just a little bit. There we go. That's not too bad. About right there. Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I've been sitting at my computer again all day, and I am just done. I've got a headache. I just took Tylenol. I'm so done. You made these? Well, good. You got your shirt and you love it? Well, I'm so happy to hear that. All right, so I've got some colors picked out here, and I think what I'm going to try to do is do them like this, like whatever is all the same color. I'm going to try to do them like together. That might make this go a little bit quicker. I am going to put the stands over here, and the stands are a little different, so I'm going to keep them separated. And then I'm going to stick this on my paper here. You almost got these? Well, they are so stinking cute. Wait till you see them painted. That's the thing, is once I paint things, everybody just loves them. All right, so let's go over the colors. Let me put this away. Oh, and I found my markers I was looking for the other day. I wasn't exactly sure where I put them, but I did find them. All right, let's see. Let's scoot this over just a little bit. Hello, Mira. Hello, hello. So these are individual, these are available individually. There's a lot of layers and pieces to these, but they are so super cute. I will put them as a bundle Like, I will take pictures of these finished and I'll put them as a bundle also. And that way, if you want to get them, you can. Right now, we are not guaranteeing that anything that is ordered from, you know, the 8th forward is going to arrive before Christmas. But you can always get these for next year if you wanted to, or, you know, whenever. But we are doing really good on our shipping time, so fingers crossed everything stays, you know, semi-caught up. All right, so she comes like this, and I've laid these on like this, but there's a little spacer that goes on the little pockets that your little pieces like slide into the little pockets. They're very cute. And so I just laid the hearts over the top. They don't actually go like this, but they're so cute. All right, then we've got the Stitched Santa, and he just has these pockets here. He doesn't have anything that goes in them, but you can, you know, you can put you a little pocket here in the middle. You can put this down below. Like, it's however you want to arrange it. It's, use your creativity. Hello, Lisa. Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. All right, I've got a plate. I have clean water because we'll use some brushes and some sponges. And then I've got my paint colors here that I'm going to use. And I think that I might switch out some colors. I'm not really quite sure. I've got avocado, but I might switch it out for light avocado. I really did like that green, the green that we used the other day, but I think I'm just going to go with this shade. Hello, Candace. And yeah, so I got brushes, I've got sponges, I've got all the things. And I have this cord right here in my face. Never fails. It's always right here in my face. So we're going to do things that are light colors to try to do these simultaneously. We're on at the same time. Oh, it's such a coincidence. You received your swinging Santa and you love him. That is so awesome. All right. So I have got warm beige. I have cotton candy. I have honey brown because we have this little gingerbread here. I have Tuscan red. I have storm cloud gray because I think I'm going to add some gray into her hair and maybe into Santa as well. So I've got the storm cloud gray. I really like this color. I just wish it had better coverage. Avocado. I have bleached sand. Now I've been using light mocha a lot, but I really do like the way that the bleached sand looks, and so I thought, well, I'll just use the bleached sand for this. You could use bright white if you want. I have black. I have the regular white, which is Snow White, and then I also have cocoa here. You're waiting on your grumpy cat? Well, I can tell you this. The amount of orders that have went out of this building just in the past like 7 days is insane. So I assure you that they are pulling and packing as quickly as possible. And we thank you for your patience and your order. So, all right. So we're going to do the flush color warm beige. And there are pieces that are layered, so you're not going to need to paint certain areas. So I always tell everyone that if you want to use like a pencil to mark your areas where you're not going to need to paint, you can do that too. I'm probably just going to paint the face, paint, wherever. The hands, you can do the hands like a flesh color. And, or you can do like little mittens. Like they're wearing mittens, or you can do it like a fleshy color. I think I'm going to do its skin color for mine on at least Mrs. Claus, and maybe we'll do his hands like with gloves. I don't know, but we'll see. So we're going to do the legs on our Santa are going to be the flesh color, the face, and I'm not really sure yet about the hands. And then for her, we're going to do her face, the flesh color, her hands, and she's got a shirt and like a little dress, and she's got her little apron. She's really cute. So that's what we're going to start. We're going to start with the bases of everything, and then we're going to paint the pieces and lay them on top. That's what I really like to do. So we're going to start with warm beige. They are really, really cute. Super duper cute. I'm just going to put some of that on a plate. And then we're going to do the bleach sand. I'll probably just put as many colors as I can fit on this plate. Alright. Let's do this. I don't think we'll need that much, but possibly. And then let's do the gray, the storm cloud gray. I'm going to do just a little bit of that. Let's also do the white and black. We just need a little black, because just for the shoes. I've already got paint on my hand. Goodness gracious. Alright. So, these are the colors I don't have on my plate yet, so I'm just going to set these aside until I get to those. So, what we're going to do is we're going to paint things, like I said, that are like colors. So I'm going to start first and foremost with a makeup sponge, and we're going to start with white. So this is going to be white, this is going to be white. So let's go ahead and paint those things on Santa, and we can kind of set those pieces aside. And I might need a second coat. And I'm not staining and doing like an undercolor. Yeah, I think it's called underpainting. I'm not underpainting a darker color. I'm just going to do this, the wood color underneath. So you don't have to paint this. You are going to need to paint this piece because it's going to show through, and you're going to need to paint this one. And I'm doing the bright white for these little details on Santa. And I think that's all I'm going to do, the bright white. I think everything else will be the bleach sand. Alright, there's that.
Anything's done with that, what do you want me to do now?
What do I want him to do now?
It's about to be free, so we couldn't wait for the machine to turn on and do that.
April wanted to show him how to pack orders. Ask her if she's in a place to do that. Okay. I think I'm gonna do her apron bright white. Let's do her apron bright white. Because I don't want her hair and her apron to be the same. And I'm gonna use bleach sand on her hair. I'm gonna do light coats on this because I don't want to overfill the little stitches with paint. So we're gonna do light coat. This super cute. Wait till you see how it's gonna go. It's just adorable. Can't wait to see these completed. Hello, Tara. Hello, hello. Alright, so light coat to start. Let's come back over here and do a second coat on these. And I'll probably just do 2 coats. There's that one, and this one. I don't think I'm going to do anything else white on hers. Alright, so 2 coats. This is going to get 2 coats. These are super cute and fun. Good afternoon. Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. You love these two? I was telling everybody, they're not a bundle, but I will make them into a bundle. But some people might just want the Mrs. Claus. Some people might want just the Santa. Alright, so she's got 2 coats on her. Everything good. I think everything that I was going to do white is actually white. Okay, so now we've got the next step. The next thing we're going to do is set this. I'm just going to leave this here. Let's go ahead and do the feet, because I feel like that those are the only thing that's going to be black. Feet, shoes, you know what I mean. Shoes there. Let's do hers. And don't forget Friday, which is day after tomorrow, we're going to be doing a painting together. Everyone loved the snowman, so I thought, well, let's do another painting. So we're going to do, I think we're going to do a gingerbread. It's going to be really cute. Alright, so shoes for her, shoes for him. Let's do, let's go ahead and do, let's do their skin colors. I think I'm going to do that. Let's do the skin. So for her, we only need to do just what is shown in these little lines here. And I'm going to use a makeup sponge for this. I am going to sand her face just a little bit. Do warm beige. I like to use warm beige for the blush colors. And we're going to need a couple coats for this. Oh, and her hands. okay if we get into the hair because it's going to be covered. A nice base coat. And I'm doing her hands also. Her eyes are super cute, aren't they? So the designer of this file is Beelicious Honey Hut, and all the stitched type of things that we have is all files from that designer, and they do a lot of whimsy style things. It's super cute. For the shirt and the sleeves, we'll probably need to use a paintbrush. And then we're going to go over the face one more time. The second coat. Going to go right up to where the clothes are going to be. Alright, so she's looking really good. We'll give her some cheeks and we'll give her some personality. And let's do our hands one more time. And then we'll go over and do a Santa's. Oh, I love this. So super cute. All right. I'm not sure if I'm going to do his hand. I think I might do his hands the same. So let's see, she's looking like that. I think that looks pretty good. Alright, she's good. Nothing else on her needs to be that color. So let's do his legs. And I think I am going to do, oh yeah, I do love this. I love it. So a lot of this is covered. We just need to focus on not getting paint on these little edges here. And so I'm going to just go right along the sides and go right over the top of the face. It is really, I have the hardest time trying to figure out what skin color to, like what color to use for flesh. And somebody said to try warm beige, and I was like, oh. Once you kind of put it on, it looks like a really good flesh color. Alright, we'll come back and do another coat on that one. And then right in the legs, I've got a random hair. Right here, we're going to do up underneath this area. His little legs are shining through. go ahead and do the, I'm just gonna do him the same way. Coat on this. I feel like she looks a little more covered. Let's do a little more. Alright, and then we'll do the face over here one more time. I got out of the lines. Let's go over the hands one more time.
Is what really blind or does that give me confidence? I like that. Still.
All right. I think once it dries down, it'll be okay. All right, so Santa is looking like he's got the face. All right, let's do the nose. I am gonna do these a little whimsy, but super cute. Hello, Brenda Herbs. Hello, everyone. We'll probably do a little pink to the nose, too. All right, so we've got that. Let's go ahead and do the beard, the mustache, the eyebrows, her hair. Beard, mustache, eyebrows. We're gonna do with a base coat of the gray, and we're gonna white. We're gonna put white over the top of that. So let's use a brush for this. For some of it. So for the beard, we'll probably use a brush. Possibly. But we're going to use, for her, we can do a sponge. We just got our gray. Now she has a bow that goes over her. Wish the coverage on this was a little bit better. But once we get the base coat on, it should be all right. So there's coat number one. Let's do number two here. I want them to look like I got some gray hair. little eyebrows. It's very light. Hello, Susan. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. Happy Wednesday. I'm going to clean the paint out of these little stitches. Good afternoon, everyone. This is not bad. All right, let's do, let's go back over her hair really quick. And this should be a good base coat for like the underside. Hi, Beverly. I don't know if I saw you earlier. Pretty happy with her base coat. All right, we'll do some bleach sand over that. Happy Wednesday. Let's make sure this is cleaned out also. This is optional if you want to clean a little bit of paint out or just be a little more light-handed than I was. It just takes a few minutes. I love the little stitches. Now let's do the eyebrows, and then we'll do the beard. If you want to keep the stitches, you should probably clean them out. Yes, we're painting a canvas on Friday. Base coats are done. All right, now let's work on the beard. Now, basically, we just don't want to get it in the face. Everything else we can just paint around, so I'm just going to use my paintbrush. And I'm going to go just around the face. And do our gray undercolor. Do this side. probably gonna need to get more paint. Let me get a little more. If you like just the gray, you don't have to add in the white. You can just do gray. Let's dry that. All right, second coat. It is so hot in here. I took off my sweater. It was 29 degrees at my house, so last night we lost our power at 4 o'clock this morning. I was up at like 6:15 and I was like, it is freezing cold in this house. And then I was like, I tried to flip the light switch on and I was like, oh, we have no power. So sure enough, I looked up Georgia Power and it says, oh, there's an outage in your area. And I was like, oh, lovely. And then it was like, oh, your power will be restored like 8 o'clock in the morning. Well, 8 o'clock came and went and we still had no power. So I was here at 8:47 this morning because we had no power and it was so cold there. All right, base coat done. All right, so let's get a quick little look and see how things are going. Okay, we're gonna do the hat red. Figure out how our ball goes on here. Little eyebrows. Hello everyone, it's 74. I'm so jealous. So jealous. I am just cleaning off the top of the eyebrows. Top of our eyebrows, a little mustache, our nose is going to go on there too. All right, got our legs, we got our shoes. Okay, so I like that. All right, next let's do the hat red, which I have Tuscan red. Then we'll come back and we'll add the color to our beard. We'll do that too. All right, so let's do 24 degree and wind chill in Nebraska. This is also going to be red. So is this. Oh, I meant to do my little pocket and my heart white. We'll figure that out. Let me grab another sponge. I don't feel like cutting them down because I'm probably going to reuse some of these, so we're going to start with a new one. Alright, so let's do Santa's hat red. this is going to be red also. His shirt's going to be green. Oh, it's 74 in California. You know, it's normally pretty nice temperatures here, but today, frigid. Frigid cold. Let's do these two. These are the little like these are the little like the little buckles, you know, like on overalls. Alright. And then she is going to have a red bow. Her bow will be red. Oh, coloring the numbers. I almost thought about redoing that design, but the way that the piece, this little counter has to go on there and slide, I thought if I do the numbers individually, it probably won't look right, and so I just did it like just scored lines. Let's see. Let me check her out and let's see how I want to do this. So let's put Santa over here. She's going to have her red bow. She's going to have a red bow. Let's do her. Let's do her red. Do her red too. We'll do some green on her, but oh, we don't need to paint that. We need to paint this. What am I doing? I need to paint the bottom. Probably should have used a brush for this. I just got out of the lines. Let's see if I can wipe that back. I might have to go back over this. Need some water. Red is no joke. Well, I can't even. I cannot even right now. It is what it is. Let's do the bottom of her dress. I'll have to touch up her hand again. I was going to paint the grumpy cat, but I need to watch a tutorial putting it together, so I'll watch you first. Oh, it's really easy to do. You just want to make sure you don't put glue where the swinging part will go. As long as you don't do that, it'll be great. At least I got this side. Holy cow. Alright, what else? What else? Okay. This is where I'm trying to do them both at the same time, and I feel like I'm going to forget something. Oh, the berries.
I didn't heard that. I heard really hard about
Okay, berries are good. Alright, so hat, overalls, which we need a second coat on these. This is going to go like this. We need our pocket, and let's do our little heart down here. We'll do our heart different. We're going to do green socks, green shirt, black shoes. Our little buckles go on here like this. Green for that. White pom-pom. Green here with that. The little eyebrows and mustache and the nose. I just want to lay these out so I can get like a little bit of a visual of what we're working with here. Alright, so that's him. Let's look for her. Okay, so she's got her hair, her bow, her apron. Oh, I gotta do the top. I need more paint. I should have used a sponge or like a paintbrush. So her, I do have to do a second coat of red on all of these, so give me just 1 second. We're gonna do pink for her little ties up there. Her pockets. Let's do her pockets. I think maybe we should do green ties because we're going to have green accents on him. We should do green accents on her. She has a button on her bow. Her little glasses. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with her glasses. Maybe we'll do her glasses just brown. Or we could do them something else. She's got her little shoes. And then these are the little things that go in the pockets. The little hearts go on the pockets. Okay, I want to do this. So undecided. Let's go ahead and do our second coat. And then we'll figure out where the green's gonna go. I pretty much have an idea where everything's gonna go. So let's go ahead and do a second coat on her bow. I need more red. You love it? I think it's cute. They are so cute. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Yes. It's on the small one.
While this is wet, let me take this through these little lines here. you, Jennifer.
I'm finishing my second packet.
All right.
Good fun.
I'm finishing my second packet.
All right, let's do her dress second go around.
I know, all I did was.
This red is super pigmented.
But at least I did. And I wasn't still like, oh, this package already. I mean, yeah, but I still, yeah.
How many more are left, Dylan? 4?
Just finish that thing? 6. 6 are left.
To do put on files?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
This doesn't seem like.
Well,
Yeah, this isn't right. Why don't we put these in the order it needs to be in? Yeah, yours right here.
Alright, she's got a second coat.
1, 2, 6,
So she's done, except for her hair, her glasses. See my ball on the floor. I think I'm gonna switch it this way, maybe. Hello, Shirley.
Could be.
And then these go. Actually, these go. Maybe they go like this. I'll have to see which way the pockets go. We'll come back to this momentarily. All right, let's do one more on the berries. Let's do this here. Two.
Yeah.
Alright. That's pretty
Kind of,
good. Pretty good.
right. I mean, yeah, they're never used.
Hey Zach, when you go to my house today, please make sure you eat your dessert.
oh, yeah.
Oh.
Which, we brought that yesterday, Mom, and it sat in my car all day.
Are you kidding?
No. But I mean, it was cold still, because it was cold outside. Like when I got home, came and was like, don't forget that s'more stuff in the back seat. And I was like, no way. And I went and picked it up, and it was still like ice cold. So I had to
Okay.
put it back in the fridge.
It's a good thing it was cold yesterday.
Yeah, and it wasn't sunny. It was rainy.
Oh my gosh.
But I was blown because we literally
You
we
left it in the car?
And I had no idea.
Yep.
No. Okay, well, eat your dessert. I still like the chocolate lasagna.
I'm sure it'll be, based on what Dylan's saying, I'm sure it'll be exactly what I wanted it to be.
It's not as marshmallowy.
It's
That's
not as
fine.
marshmallow, which is a blow,
That's fine.
but it is very cracker heavy.
It is very graham cracker heavy. Yeah.
One or two.
All right. Let's do the hat. All right, that looks pretty good. I think all the red things that need to be red are red. All right, next. Let's go ahead and do the green things. So that would be like the sleeves, the socks. So the green is gonna be, this is where I'm torn. I think I'm gonna change this from avocado to light avocado. I feel like I want a lighter green than this. Let me see. I'm gonna go with the light avocado. I think it's just gonna look better. Alright, so let's do the socks. Let's do those. Green. Yeah, that's gonna be a lot better. We'll need to do a second coat on that. Oh, that's cute. Now let's do green on this. Either one of these will be really cute. Like, she would be super cute, like in your kitchen. Adorable. Got a little carried away with that. Alright. What else did I say? I think her bow, I'm going to do a base coat of white. And then I'm going to put the green over this for her button. So it's like a lighter shade with green on her bow. said I was gonna do green on her pockets and on her ties. I want mine to coordinate, so scratch the pink. Oops. Oh, that's gonna be cute. Alright, second coat. On this. Cute. Oh, we got to do a shirt. All right, let's do this one. I got paint. No stitches. All right, that's good. That's good. Let's do the second one on this. And little ties. That looks good. Two. All right. Okay, what else did I say? Oh, I was going to do a light coat over her button.
Who's taking you to your room?
Yeah, that's even.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just going home and waiting, like,
Okay.
stuff like 10 minutes.
Oh, that looks cute. All right. The hearts on her. I think we should do.
No, that's.
This is where I'm not sure what I should do with her hearts and her glasses.
It's not a style.
So I had this pink. It's cotton candy. Let me think on this. Let's do his clothes. Like his shirt.
Taking your boot off? Or are you leaving
Oh,
your
home.
boot?
I was thinking home.
I just. If you want to put it, I think your desk at home, you can. Or if you want to leave it here, you can. I didn't know what you would want to do, so I figured I'd double check it. Fair enough.
Alright, let's come around. That looks pretty good. All right, so his shirt is green. The second coat. This is going to get covered, but I went ahead and painted it. Okay, let's try it. I like her button and how it looks kind of distressed. All right, now let's lay it all back on here and see how it looks to decide what we're gonna do. Oh gosh, I just got green on my hat. I'll have to paint that. All right, so the little overalls. Oh, that is adorable. Little red and green. Let me fix this. You know, what did I do with my water? There it is. We'll have to do a coat over the top of that to fix that. What a bummer. Wasn't planning on doing a third coat on this. All right, let's do the pom-pom. Because it'll be noticeable. Okay. now that I fixed that, how do I keep getting colors where they don't belong? It's like a mystery. Okay. And then this can go here. Not there. We still got to do our gray on our beard and her hair. Let's just see how this looks. All right, we got a pocket we need to worry about. We got a heart we need to worry about. We got our little buckles, which I think I will do. Little buckles, got a nose. And then we've got our holly and our berries. All right, so we still have to do these. So I think I might do white. I'm so unsure what I want to do. And then her. These pieces actually go in behind the pockets. So I think what I'm going to do with her. Okay, let me think just for a second. Let me think about this. I think I'm going to paint the heart white like I did this and do a distressed look on the heart, and then I'll do a white pocket. Let's start there. Let's start with a little white heart. I need some whites. Let's start there. Let's do a white pocket. She's got a white apron, which I think this will coordinate fairly well. Okay, we'll do a second coat on that. Let's do white hearts on her pockets. Let's do that. I think I'll like that. Clean out her little stitches. So hers, let's do the next one. These are just so adorable. I can't get over how cute they are. The little stitches are like scored, and you really want to keep them free of paint, but I don't do light enough coats for that, so I end up getting paint in all the little openings. All right, let's do number 2 on this one. And we'll do green on the heart, because it only needs 1 coat. Little green. Oh gosh, that is so cute. Yes, love it. Love it. All right, let's do coat number 2. And this little pocket here. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay. That is super cute. I love the red and green. I just love all of it. All of it is super cute. All right, let's do the heart on her. Little pockets. Holy cow. All right, heart, second coat. So quiet. It really is super quiet when those machines aren't running. We gotta paint the gingerbread still, and our candy cane, and then our beard and her hair and all the things. And this is just a piece of gray or green on her bow. Oh, and her glasses. Her glasses. What are we gonna do with her glasses? Oh, what are we gonna do on her glasses? We could do them. We could do them I want to do her glasses the same as these little buckles. Let's paint the hair and see what we get, and then we'll decide on that next. All right, so we're gonna do the bleach sand for the hair. So that's gonna be this. Oh, I have some on my plate. All right, let me get my brush. So this brush. I think I was gonna use this brush, this like stencil brush, because it's a little bit rougher, more scratchy. I think that might give us the look I'm going for. Trying to get all that water out of here. All right, let's start with her. And just gonna go in. Oh yes. Oh my goodness. That's too much. For sure. I just want to see what it's going to look like. Oh my goodness, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Super cute. I keep getting too much on my brush. This is like just like a little stencil brush. All right, let's see how it looks. Let's see if she looks like she's got gray hair. Yes, she does. And she looks like she's got a little swirly at the top. She looks really cute. Alright, so we're going to say Mrs. Claus is basically about done besides her glasses and then her little things in her pockets. And then I got to just touch up her hand over there and her stand. Her stand. All right, let's do Mr. Claus, Mr. Santa here. And let's do his eyebrows. Kind of scratchy. Let's do his mustache. I'm going to do little circles, and then we're going to do the little wispies over that. That was a lot. Let's see. That looks pretty good. Let's do the beard. Now, there's a lot of little steps to this, but it's so worth it. All right, let's see how Santa's gonna look. These little eyebrows. His eyebrows need to be a little bit more, just a little more. And then let's do this side over here, just a little more like wispy. Okay, I love it. He's looking like Santa now. Alright. Little pocket, little buckles. Okay, we gotta do our little buckles. So I think I'm gonna do my buckles. I think I'm gonna do them brown. I'm gonna do them like a stained brown, the dark stained brown, because I think it's gonna go with the vibe of this. I think it's gonna go really cute. So I'm gonna do brown for her glasses and for the little buckles. All right, let me see where my brown is. I'm gonna do brown. Y'all, I've been fighting a headache all day. I think I'm gonna have to take ibuprofen because I don't feel like it's gonna go away. Let's use just a wipe. And then I'll sand it down. It reminds me of something you'd find in like Country Sampler magazine. It's a little too dark there. All right, we'll sand those down. Let's do her glasses. These are turning out way better than I thought they were. I mean, I thought they'd be cute, but this is just like super cute. Really cute. All right, I don't know what I'm going to do with the stands. We might do those brown too. All right, let's do our gingerbread, and I have honey brown for our gingerbread right here. And then we got to do our candy cane. And I'm going to use the end of this to do our gingerbread. Paint all over my fingers. Oh my gosh, it's like everywhere. Oh, it's because it's on the lid. Like, where's all the paint coming from? And clean the paint out of this little eyeball. Oh my gosh, so cute. Little gingerbread. Her glasses should be dry now. Candy cane. Gonna use a brush. So we're gonna paint the candy cane white first. Go over our little lines. Cute. Oh, and then we'll dry this and go over the red areas. So red, white, red, white, red. Okay, small brush. Like a really small brush. For the red. Red, white, red. I just love these. Oh my goodness. I should have done this bleach sand so that it will stand up off of the little apron. I think I should do that. Let's see, do I have another little brush? I do. Let's do the bleach sand over this white. Oh, it looks like an old white instead of a bright white. Yeah, that's good. All right. Oh, sorry. My phone was like sending me a notification. Okay, so is that everything besides the stands? Oh, the eyes, the nose, the cheeks. We got to still do like all the sanding and stuff like that. But I think, oh, I need to touch up the hand. Let me do that. That is warm beige. Yeah.
Dylan says that none of the outlets on the back porch are working. He's not sure what else isn't working. I asked him if he's flipped the breakers. He said he flipped all the ones that made sense that might be out there. Yeah.
I mean, I'm not there. I don't know. All you can do is flip breakers. I have no clue. No clue.
Yeah. There should be like a main breaker that you can flip that will.
It should say outside porch or whatever. It should say back porch. I don't know. The outlets on our back porch are not working. Alright. It's not perfect, but it'll work. I'm absolutely in love with this. I cannot even begin to tell you just how cute this is. Alright. Let's do the stands also brown. I think it's just going to go with this look that we've achieved here, more than I had anticipated. And I'm gonna get this wet just a little bit. And she gets the small, he gets the bigger one. And this is asphaltum. That's the color I'm using. These are just too cute. You know, you could probably do these a completely different way and get a totally different outcome. But oh my goodness, I love this so much. Okay, now everything has been painted except for the eyes. I got to do something with the little nose. We've got to do the little cheeks. We have to do some sanding and some highlights, some shadowing. So adorable. So adorable. I just can't. All right, first things first is I'm going to attach these little pieces to our pockets because you're going to need those to go around your edges. So let's go ahead and start sanding our little pieces here. Now, once you sand something down, you can see the difference in the two, but if you take a wet wipe or a paper towel or something wet, something that has some moisture to it, if you go over your piece, it brings the color back and it just removes that little powdery dust from your piece. If you like this look, you can just kind of leave it and make sure it's not dusty, but it does, if you just wipe it back, it makes your paint finish smooth, but keeps the color. So just something to think about if you decide you want to do that. I like to smooth out my paint with some sandpaper, because sometimes when you're dabbing with a sponge, it can leave a rougher finish. I just want mine to be not rough. All right, we're going to attach the little pocket pieces to our stand, or our pocket piece. And this is how it goes. You just put it on like that, and we'll do the other side. Attach our little hearts. Now you can go around the edges of this and wax them and distress them. Whatever you want to do. But you can now see the little stitch lines a little bit better. And these are going to go on our little pockets like that. So let's sand this. I'm gonna leave my gingerbread a little sandy looking. And then it just basically goes in the little opening like so. And then you can glue it in to your little pocket. And it just slides in. And there's your little gingerbread in your pocket. And then let's do our candy cane. Same thing. It's gonna just glue right inside there. I have some paint on my little edge. It's kind of noticeable. So let's take a little marker to that. And fix it. All right, so now we can decide how do we want our little pockets to go. I'm gonna do them like this. And so I'm just gonna glue my little pocket on. here. Maybe move it over just a little bit. And then this little pocket. And then we'll glue our hearts on. And so there's her little apron that's going to get glued onto her body. Let's do her little ties. Alrighty, let's sand her little glasses. I want her glasses to look a little distressed. Like they're old. Those are cute. Okay. Bow. So I'm just gonna lightly sand the bow. Or the button to the bow. Looks good too. Sand her bow. Actually, no, let's sand her hair, then her clothes and her face. How far do I gotta go? This goes a little further. That's good. Let's sand the face and then the dress. let's dust that. Let's do the bow. Just using this gray to go over this. Just gonna give it some personality. All right, then around here. Course, I get out of the line. Now, if you ever do too much, you can just sand it. Just sand it. It'll be fine. Okay, next, sand the stand. All right. Okie doke, let me get I want a little bit of a pink for the nose, but I think I might use blush too. Let's do that. Use some blush. And I think I'm just gonna do a little on her nose. And then I think I'm gonna do, with my finger, I'm gonna do her cheeks. Oh my gosh, she's so stinking cute. All right, eyes. Let's do the eyes. So I'm not trying to be super detailed with the eyeballs, but I'm gonna do my best. Her eyes are black right now. All right, let's glue on her hair. Hello, Melissa. I don't know how old your comment is because my comments weren't working. But I see you. All right, let's glue on our little button. And, well, let's glue on our bow. First. And just follow the path of the edge for your bow. For those of you who got this one, and then I'm going to put my bow, my button on over the top. And then I'm gonna do her glasses because I don't want to try to like fit them in after I get this on, because sometimes, you know, it doesn't always work out the way we think it should. All right, so some glue. Then she's gonna have her little apron. I agree. I think they would look super cute too. And just find your edge on here. And then you can do some little icing on your gingerbread if you want to. And she has her little ties. Let's do, there it is. I mean, she is so lovely. Goodness gracious. It's gonna go on like that. And then we can do Oh. My glue should stick. Okay. I feel like we're not sure if it's going to stay stuck or not. All right, so I'm going to stick her in the stand, and then I'm going to glue on her little feet, her shoes. Just to make sure that I'm getting it in there the right height. Oh my gosh, she's so adorable. All right, now let's glue her into the stand. And set her aside so she can be drying while we finish Santa. All right, she's done. She is super cute. Adorable. All right, so I've got black in here. I want to clean that out. So I'm going to use another piece of sandpaper just to clean it out. And then just like we did with her, we're going to use our white to bring this back to its color. And then we're going to go over it with this, but we're going to let that dry. All right, let's do our heart. That's good. Let's do our little pocket. So cute. Our little buttons or buckles, our little snaps or whatever it is. There's one. And this is the difference when you sand them. Aren't they cute? Look at her. She's so fun. We're going to do the red last. Red tends to drive me a little insane. Let's do mustache. Probably add a little blush to the nose. Let's do the hat or the beard. Face. Let's do the green and the hands. Let's do this, and then the red is last. We're so close. Okay, I think that is everything except for the red. I was like, is that paint on there? Brings it all together. I think it does too. Well, and I think that that's one of the reasons why I was like, I really want to do this one, because I wanted people to see a finished example because it really just brings it to life so much more than probably people could imagine. And I ended up not using the pink, which I'm kind of glad I substituted the green as well for a lighter green, because it just made it so much cuter. Well, of course, in my opinion, I think it made it so much cuter. Add some highlights to that. right, we're gonna start gluing him. Okay, you would freak if I thought about doing all these pieces. That's why I like to do them from start to finish with you guys, so you can see like the process of how I go about thinking and planning. Is we did all of the colors that were like colors. We did, and we just painted them and kept laying them back on top of each other. And that helps keep a visual for people who are very visual minded, instead of seeing like all the pieces laid out painted. If you paint them and put them back on and layer it, it does take a little longer, but it's worth it because you're going to see it come together as you paint it. And then it'll allow you to change your mind with, like, I changed my mind on some of my colors just through like laying the pieces back on top of each other to see like, well, how's this look? How does this look? How does this look? And it just really does come together so nicely. All right, so we're gonna do some cheeks for Santa's face also. And I'm just going to do some pink right there on each side. It's a little bit dramatic, but necessary. And then we're gonna do some pink on the nose. And I'm just gonna do like at the top of Santa's nose. Not all of it, just the top of it. All right, and then we're gonna do some eyes. My eyes are not perfectly round. I never get them round. So let's glue on. Oh, nope, not true, not true. There's a little line here in the little hat. Now we can glue this on. All right, I think it goes like so. Yeah, you'd have to start that's one of the things that's like just little helpful tips for people that see a lot of pieces and they're like, oh my gosh, there's so many pieces to paint. You just have to start with, don't overwhelm yourself with don't overcomplicate it. Sometimes I overcomplicate it, but most of the time I try to not overcomplicate it. All right, so we got Santa's little hat here, and then Santa has these little eyebrows, and they're really cute. And they're gonna go right there, above the eyes. And then I'm just gonna do a light, like a little light dab of white in the eye. Like just a dot. And then we're gonna do our little mustache. And just keep it in the little scored lines. And then our nose. Now, if you want to add more blush to the top of the nose, you can do that too. just a smidge more. Like, not too much, but you know, just enough. All right, so now for Santa's body. We're gonna glue on the head. Just swing it around, line it up. So this is how Santa's looking. Now we're gonna add our overalls. They're gonna go right there. And you just wanna shimmy them at the bottom to make sure that they line up down here. There we go. And these just kind of attach at the top. Now, if you like it like this, you can leave off these little, they're like little overall snaps, you know, you like push it through the little buckle thing. You can leave those off. I'm going to put them on because I think they're going to be really cute. And they just go right here over the top of this. Got our little pocket. Now you can put it down here and put your little heart, and you could do it down here. I'm gonna do mine up like it's a little pocket on the overalls, like in the front. And then I'm gonna put my little heart down here. Going to glue my berries to here. Now it's going to go right up here. Absolutely so cute. All right, so just like with her, I'm gonna make sure that everything is attached properly. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue this on, and then we'll glue on the shoe parts last. And this way I know everything is kind of lined up the way that it's supposed to be. take my little marker through here. I think it moved on me. Stick it in our stand. Let's add our glue. I just want to make sure that he's standing straight up. And we're going to glue it into the stand. Oh, come on. There we go. And we're gonna hold this still. I did not use the cotton candy pink. And I also did not use the cocoa either. I wasn't sure if I was going to do cocoa or the honey brown for our gingerbread, and I went with the honey brown. Wait till you see how cute this is. Oh my goodness. All right, we did not use avocado. We used light avocado. We did not use cocoa. We did not use cotton candy. So the colors we used were black and white. We used warm beige, light avocado, storm cloud gray, bleach sand. We used honey brown, asphaltum, and Tuscan red. So those are the colors we used. And let me show you just how adorable this is. Let's bring us a little Christmas tree over here. And let's put him here and her here. OMG. So stinking cute. Oh, they're adorable. All right, let me unplug my phone. Let me zoom back out. Look at how cute those turned out. I mean, look at how adorable. And then look at her and her little hairdo. Her pockets with her gingerbread and her candy cane. Her little ties. And I did her glasses to match his little, like little snaps. Her little buckles. And then I did the Stan's brown. I think the color palette for this is just perfect. It is so stinking cute. I love them. I hope you guys do too. And then look at her button, and then look at his heart. I did them kind of to match each other. So cute. So they have like a reversal of like their outfit. Like he's wearing the green and then the red, and she's got the red and then the white with the green pockets. They're just adorable. And so this is my version of our Stitched Santa and Mrs. Claus. And y'all, my head, I have such a headache. I've been on my computer literally for 2 days straight. It's so hot in here. I think that's why my head hurts, and I should have worn my glasses because I was straining a lot to see. But I was working on new stuff, and you guys, this stuff is so cute. I'm so excited to show you guys what's coming. But this is our craft today. I'll be back tomorrow for a craft, and then Friday we're going to do a painting together, and I hope that you enjoy it. I think we're going to do a gingerbread, like something that we did like the snowman. I want to do something kind of gingerbread. I thought about doing like a Christmas thing, but I thought, well, if we do a gingerbread, it can stay out a little bit longer than like a Santa or something, and then a snowman can stay out longer too. And I thought, let's do that. So we're going to do a gingerbread on Friday, and I'm going to be very honest with you. I'm going to do it the way that I would do it. Like, it will not be like we've done our paintings before, where it's kind of very beginner-ish, very basic with a little bit of things. I really want to focus on showing people like how you can paint with like just starting. Like if you follow it step by step, you will be able to paint your own the same way, and hopefully you will have fun. So this is our craft today. I hope you had a good time. We are going to probably head home after she's done, and I will finish my stuff tomorrow. But I have been up since like 6:15 this morning, and I've had a very long day. So I'm gonna go home. But y'all enjoy your evening. If you want to go check out our Christmas collection, you can comment the word Xmas. If you want to go check out the winter collection, we have a winter collection. We also have spring. People are already ordering spring things. If you comment collections, that link that Facebook will send you takes you to the whole collections page. It's going to be every day, spring, holidays, interchangeable. It's going to be every collection that we have in our shop, and you're going to be able to find like the seasonal, the holidays, and everything is like in sections. And that's on the collections page. So Xmas will take you to all things Christmas. And I don't have a winter keyword for you, so if you just comment the word collections, Facebook will send you a message for that. But I hope you guys had a good time and you like the color palette that I chose and the way that I did these. I think that it just completely makes it look so different when it's finished than just something blank. And I will also put these in as a bundle. So people who want to get them as a bundle will be able to get them as a bundle. Right now, they're just offered individually. It's a miracle you are done before I leave work. I came on earlier today. I got here around about 3 o'clock, which is not bad. It's 2 hours or so to do this. And I knew that I wanted to be able to leave a little bit earlier today. And so, yeah, so we're done. And I think it turned out fantastic. And I hope that you loved it too. So y'all enjoy your evening, and I will see you guys next.